Welcome back to Worth Old Coins. Today is best, top 3 coins. One you want to miss. We're diving into the world of Franc coins. Please don't skip this video, so let's get it started. Top 1. The 1 Franc 1977 French coin, covering its origin, evolution, symbolism, historical context, and eventual discontinuation. Origin and background of the 1 Franc coin. Early history of the franc. The franc, as a currency, dates back to 1360, but the modern franc began with the French Revolution. The French franc became the official currency of France in 1795, replacing the livre. The 1 franc denomination has existed in various materials: silver, bronze, and later nickel. Modern 1 franc coin. The Semouse series. The Semouse design. Sewer. Designer, Oscar Roty, a renowned 19th-century engraver. The image of the sewer, La Semouse, first appeared on silver coins in 1897, then on franc coins from 1960 onward. The woman sowing seeds symbolizes the French Republic, hope, renewal, and agriculture. It was originally inspired by Mary Anne, symbol of liberty, and influenced by socialist ideals of nurturing the people. The 1977 1 franc coin. Technical and design details. Specifications. Year: 1977. Composition: nickel, 100%. Weight: 6 grams. Diameter: 24 millimeters. Edge: reeded, milled. Mint mark: Monnaie de Paris, Paris Mint. Obverse: La Semouse walking left, with rays of the rising sun behind her. Reverse: olive branch with the Liberté, Égalité, Fraternité, and the denomination 1 franc 1977. Minting volume. Tens of millions of these coins were struck. This makes the 1977 coin common in circulation, though uncirculated examples are more collectible. 4. Economic and political context. France in 1977. Under President Valéry Giscard d'Estaing, 1974 to 1981. A time of modernization and liberalization in French society. The French economy was hit by the 1973 oil crisis, leading to inflation and economic slowdown in the mid-1970s. Despite economic issues, the franc remained a stable unit of currency, and the 1 franc coin was widely used for daily purchases. Cultural role. The 1 franc coin could buy a baguette, metro tickets, school snacks. It became part of the daily life and identity of generations of French citizens. Transition to the euro. Euro adoption. France adopted the euro on January 1, 1999, non-cash, and in 2002 for physical coins. The 1 franc coin was withdrawn from circulation as the euro coins replaced all franc denominations. Exchange of francs for euros continued until February 17, 2012. Final exchange value. 1 franc equals 0.1524 euro. 6. Legacy and collectability. Collector's value. The 1977 1 franc coin is common, thus low in numismatic value. Value depends on condition. Circulated, Euro 0.20, Euro 0.50. Uncirculated, brilliant uncirculated, BU, Euro 1, Euro 3. Proof coin, if any higher, based on rarity and demand. Legacy. The image of La Semouse remains a national symbol and was even reused in French euro cent coins. Today, the 1 franc coin is a nostalgic piece representing post-war France, its ideals, and its people. Top 2. The French 1 franc coin from 1976, including its origins, design, historical context, and legacy. Origin of the French franc. Early beginnings. The franc first appeared in 1360 as a gold coin, then evolved over centuries. It became the official currency of France in 1795, replacing the livre. The 1 franc coin was a staple of everyday commerce for over 200 years. The nouveau franc, 1960. In 1960, President Charles de Gaulle introduced the nouveau franc, new franc, to counter inflation. 1 nouveau franc equals 100 old francs. The 1 franc coin issued in 1976 belonged to this reformed currency system. The Semouse series, 1960 to 2001. The sewer, La Semouse. Designed by Oscar Roty, originally created in 1897 for medals and silver coins. Adopted for French coins under the Fifth Republic. Symbolism: a strong, serene woman sowing seeds while walking into the rising sun. Marianne, personification of the French Republic. Sowing seeds, symbolizes hope, renewal, liberty, and the nurturing spirit of France. Details of the 1 franc 1976 coin. Technical specifications. Obverse, front. La Semouse walking left, scattering seeds. Sun rays in background. République Française. Reverse, back. Olive branch, symbol of peace. Motto: Liberté Galit Fraternit. Denomination: 1 franc. Year: 1976. France in 1976. Historical context. Government and society. President: Valéry Giscard d'Estaing, liberal conservative, pro-European. Prime Ministers: Jacques Chirac until August 1976, then Raymond Barre. France was dealing with the aftermath of the 1973 oil crisis, rising unemployment and inflation, shifting political ideologies between Gaullists, centrists, and socialists. Economy. The franc remained a stable currency, though vulnerable to inflation. The 1 franc coin had real buying power, used for bread, baguette, local transport, street snacks, newspapers, and vending machines. V. Demonetization and the euro transition. End of the franc. France adopted the euro on January 1, 1999, for banking, and January 1, 2002, coins and notes. The 1 franc coin was withdrawn from circulation on February 17, 2002. Exchange deadline. You could exchange francs until February 17, 2012 at Banque de France. Fixed exchange rate. 1 franc equals 0.1524 euros. 6. Collectible value and legacy. Collector value. 1976 1 franc coins are common. Their value depends on condition. Circulated, 20 to 50 cents. Uncirculated, brilliant uncirculated 1 to 3 euros. Error or proof coins, rare and may fetch higher prices. Legacy. The 1976 1 franc represents a transitional period in French history. The La Semouse design is beloved in French culture, symbolizing peace, liberty, and resilience. It continues to appear on French euro cent coins, 10, 20, and 50-cent coins, to this day. Top 3. The 1964 1 franc coin. Multiple countries issued 1 franc coins in 1964, but the most common and widely circulated ones come from France, Switzerland, and some African francophone nations. Here's the full historical overview for the 1964 French 1 franc coin, which is the most likely one. 1964 1 franc coin, France. Basic information. Country: France, French Republic. Denomination: 1 franc. Year: 1964. Monetary system: French franc, pre-euro currency. Composition: nickel. Weight: 6 grams. Diameter: 24 millimeters. Edge: reeded. Obverse: front. Design: Marianne, the national symbol of the French Republic, wearing a Phrygian cap, symbol of liberty. Text: République Française. Designer: Oscar Roti, originally for the Semouse design. Reverse, back. Design: an olive branch and wheat stalks, symbolizing peace and prosperity. Text: Liberté Galit Fraternit. Liberty, equality, fraternity. Denomination: 1 franc. Year: 1964. Historical context. France was under the leadership of President Charles de Gaulle in 1964. The Semouse, sower, design was a classic French symbol, originally created in the early 1900s and reused in various denominations. The coin was part of the new franc system introduced in 1960, where 1 new franc equals 100 old francs. 1964 marks the 5th year of the new franc system. Mintage and circulation. The 1 franc coin was heavily circulated, used in everyday transactions. 1,964 coins were minted in large numbers, so they are not rare. However, uncirculated or proof versions can have collector value. Collector value, as of recent markets. Circulated, 20 cents to $1. Uncirculated / mint state, $3 to $10 or more depending on condition. Proof: rare and more valuable if certified. Legacy: this coin circulated until the euro replaced the French franc in 2002. Coins like the 1 franc, 1960s, 90s, are still popular among collectors due to their classic design and historical significance. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos.